Hey guys, we are a few minutes late to the party. Sorry about that. Our live stream did not go the first time that we tried to send it out. So here we are. We are live, hopefully, right now, and you folks can see us. So I just went over what happened this morning. We had a good morning in the first hour trading pit, good opportunities on the opening gaps. If you're having any problem at all accessing your morning strategy session, let us know. So a bunch of you are on a comp from the Traders Expo for a month. That's courtesy of Kim Geithler and all the good folks over there. And we want to make sure you can get in. If you didn't manage to get in, or if you're having trouble accessing anything on the site, then give us send us a text, 310-804-2248. And we can set up a phone call and we'll get you squared away. But we had a good morning, as I said, in that room. And we've had a pretty good morning with the triple Qs, big trending move. I want to take a look at the charts and show you what I've seen so far, and what I think is going to happen over the course of the day. So here we see it. QQQ, big breakdown from the central pivot this morning. It opened, it tried. Right, it tried its best to sort of trade sideways and maybe consolidate some of the closing range yesterday, but instead of moving higher, it moved lower, and we've had some opportunities on the short side of the market as a result. So the VWAP of this move lower here is right at 319.20, and you can see that lines up really nicely with the volume by price data over here. Again, this is a cluster analysis of volume at each individual price. It goes through and it's weighting the importance of price. That's why you see these voids on the chart, because those prices have been eliminated, right? Those are not as important. They're not as heavily weighted as the other things that are going on. We're moving up into this 319.76 range. The first trade that we had happened when this thing was in the box. So you guys know I don't really start looking at these things until about 11 or 11:30 Eastern time, because I like to let the market settle in. And you can see that's in fact what it did this morning. It settled all right. It settled down low. But we had the 317.90 low. And when we had the move back up above here and then had this infield fly set up, I think most of you know what I mean by an infield fly. That's from around the horn if you're a fan. But it's, this thing right here where you get this sort of an island top kind of a thing, or you candlestick guys, you get a million acronyms for everything too. But basically you just want to see a bar that opens and closes right at the same level and leaves a long tail to the upside. That's an indication you're going to get a reversal. And then when that moved back down through 318.45, where I had labeled natural support, you can see that there is an anchored VWAP that formed there that says that there's going to be some resistance from that vantage point. There was also a close proximity to a 2 standard deviation band that was coming down. So everything said that we could have a reversal move right there, and we did. And that went from 318.45 down to 317.90. I did this with my family office clients, told them, hop on board. And that was the first trade of the day, and really the only trade so far in those triple Qs. So now as we track sideways, I'll look for that same kind of a setup to happen up in here somewhere. I'd like to see it happen on a violation of this level, right? So that we would get down through the earlier anchored VWAP. That's the VWAP of that whole trend, right? So that's going to have more influence than this little guy down here, but we're going to take it if we can get it. So if we get a short sale signal that indicates that we would get in below 318.45 again, I will take that and target 317.90. If we get it from up higher, then we're going to look at 319.20 with a first target at 318.45. So you always want to target something significant. And in this case, we have the 14-period average of these closes is lined up right along with this level right here. You got some overlap there. You've got lots and lots of price activity that happened right in there. So I think that would make a good target for a move from up above. But rest of the day, I mean, what I'm going to look for on this thing is, any kind of a trend resumption. I mean, unless we get up above 320.53 here, it's not really much of a reversal yet. We are down beyond our pivot, right? So we're down below R2 or S2 here in this case, and moves below S2 tend to be extended as far as they're going to go. So once you're down and you're out of these pivots, right? Central pivot is here, first support, second support. Once you've extended down below second support like this, then the chances are that you've seen a low for the day, and that what you're going to get is oscillations like this back and forth in that range. If that's what we get, those are going to be the opportunities, especially if they bump into other things that are giving us confluence of indication, saying there's something there that's going to push price lower, and we're going to try to capitalize on those pushes. All right, so it hasn't been a super active day. That's not really a surprise right now, I guess. We tend to settle in and have good trading opportunities in front of us sort of later in the session. Hopefully this is going to give you an idea of what my game plan is. It's just looking for the trend resumption after we get those pops back up into the range. Keep an eye on what's happening, right? If we get above a 618 retracement on this thing, don't look for shorts. Start looking for a reversal of the trend, and then we'll start looking for trades on the long side of the market. Right now, I kind of doubt it's going to happen, but stranger things do happen when it comes to the major indices. So keep an eye on the ball, and I will see everybody tomorrow morning in that first hour trading pit. Have a great day.